The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers, who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
Walk out on that field today. Ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready. And let's go to the house. And let's go to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this trying to be the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from him. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm glad when you step on the field, man. That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You had no work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready. And let's go to the house. And let's go to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
No, this game is just getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. It is our Throwback Thursday, and I have a special virtual co-host going to be joining me in about 10 minutes or so. Unfortunately, we've got some problems with our phone line. Had a bad storm that went through this area and knocked our phone system off, so we're waiting for that to get back up and running. So if we can't get it going, I'll have to push the special guest back a little bit and may even have to reschedule. So we'll see how things work out. We'll keep you abreast of everything that's going on right now. Again, Throwback Thursday. I'm trying to get my mind wrapped around sports with everything else going on in our society today. I'm starting to get a lot of pushback from friends who, you know, they're getting tired of me highlighting all the negativity around white police officers and racial injustices, social injustices, and racism. Well, I mean, if you're tired of it already, just think about how tired we are. Just let that sink in. If you're tired already, just think about how long we've been tired, because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of opening up my news and seeing that, you know, 2 white men chased down 3 teenage black boys on bikes, yelling racial slurs at them, and one of the girlfriends of one of the men arrested. You know, all she could say is, "Oh, he's not a racist. We support Black Lives Matter." That ain't a get out of jail free card. It's not. If you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. And I'm telling you now, I'm tired of you know, black children having to grow up wondering if they're gonna live through it. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of grown men and women being in their houses and either being shot or arrested or you know, just treated in a way that they should be treated. So if y'all tired, guess what? Welcome to the party. We've been tired. So I'm going to try and talk sports today. The Cowboys and the Steelers Hall of Fame game has been canceled. The NFL, you know, the juggernaut of sports, they're feeling the effects of COVID-19 as well. So the Hall of Fame game, as well as the induction ceremony, have been postponed and or canceled. So we'll see when all that gets going. All right, let me take a break. Let me get my mind wrapped around sports, and we'll try and get it in. I would say call me, but you can't. So text me, 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. It's the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
Non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who've helped people that have been injured or wronged. Have you been diagnosed with cancer? Are you one of the millions who have taken Zantac or other generic versions of this popular drug to help treat stomach issues? Then pay close attention to this message. The FDA said it detected low levels of a probable cancer-causing chemical known as NDMA in Zantac and other generic forms of this popular drug. They've banned sales and even removed it from the market. If you've been diagnosed with cancer and you've taken Zantac or a generic equivalent, call the legal helpline now. You could receive a free cash award and have your medical expenses covered. And there's no upfront cost to you. They only get paid if you win. So please call now. 800-251-7816. 800-251-7816. 800-251-7816. That's 800-251-7816.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 800-961-2730. 800-961-2730. That's 800-961-2730.
Stay right there, y'all. Stay right there. Bang.
Having trouble getting focused? Getting your to-do list?
Hey, Valencia.
Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
KYOK.
Hey, Phyllis Darden Caldwell. How you doing, my friend?
It's inspiring. It's empowering.
It's life-changing.
It's called to inspire with best-selling author and motivational speaker, Dr. Sylvia Cole. Tune in every Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock here on the legendary KYOK. 1140 AM, 92.3 FM, and KYOK.org.
Be sure to tune in to Motivational Thursdays on Shiloh Radio, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., where you will be encouraged, inspired, and ignited on the legendary KYOK 1140 a.m. and the all-new 92.3 FM.
I'm Ben Tackett, and you are listening to The Lunch Break.
All right, y'all. We're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. It's Throwback Thursday, and again, just trying to get my thoughts together. Poor people are tired of me bringing and pointing out social injustice and racism and all of that. Have y'all seen the picture of the noose? I'm sorry, the garage pull in the garage of the lone full-time black driver in NASCAR, Bubba Wallace, the one that they're now calling him Jesse Smollett. Have y'all seen the picture? I just posted it on Facebook. I just posted it on Facebook. So if you have not seen it, let me pull it up for you. Yeah, that's the garage. Hold on, let me get it right. That's the garage pull. That's the thing. It's a knot, not a noose. It's a knot. It's not a noose. It's a knot. And I've even had people go as far as to say clearly Jesse Smollett and I'm sorry, not Jesse Smollett, Bubba Wallace and those around him have never clearly taken Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts. Let me tell you something real quick. I was in Cub Scouts, I was in Boy Scouts, and I never learned how to tie a noose. So I'm just gonna tell you now, stop with your foolishness. Just stop it. You sound dumb. It's ridiculous. It's no longer funny or acceptable. And if that's the way you think, then you're the problem. You're not part of the problem. You are the problem. It's a noose. And whether somebody put it there because they knew he was going to have that garage or not, some idiotic racist tied a rope that is supposed to pull the garage door down in the form of a noose. That's a problem. It's so much of a problem. It's his innate nature. The person didn't even think twice about it. And everybody that went in that garage from 2019 to today checked it and didn't see a problem. That's the problem, idiot. That's the problem. You can come up with all the excuses you want. Oh, well, clearly they didn't take Boy Scout. You're a problem. If that's what you're teaching the Boy Scouts, they need to shut that down too. It's a noose. And whether it was put there for why people thought it was put there, or if it was just casually left because somebody had too much time on their hand and racism seeped out of there due to their lack of something else to do, it's a problem. And I'm sorry, I'm tired of tipping around people's sensitivity. If you're not a racist, then don't do racist stuff. If you're not a racist, then don't do racist stuff. Don't tie garage ropes into the form of a noose. Don't tie them into something that looks like a noose. If there is a knot out there that they're teaching Boy Scouts how to tie that could possibly be misconstrued as a noose, come up with a new knot. I'm sure there's others out there. If that's what you need to get your Eagle badge, then be bold enough to say, I don't want no doggone Eagle badge. How about that? Why do we have to make excuses for ignorance and racism all the time? You got Christian believers out there running around trying to use scripture to support the keeping of statues that symbolize slavery and racism to the point where they're ready to die for it. And we got to tip around your sensitivity? Clearly, this discussion is for grown-ups and you aren't in it. My special guest has come on. Special guest, we might have a problem. I might not have a phone line. Can you try to call me? Try to call me on the phone line. Let's see if it's working. My phones are down. We had a storm that went through there, and now I'm blowing my own storm right now. Man, I'm trying to tell. Let me get it together before you come on. This young man about to come on. He about to sing "We Are the World." We about to try and go kumbaya, and I'm over here spitting venom. I'm just tired. I'm tired. People get tired of hearing about the persecution of black people. Imagine being a black person being persecuted. How tired do you think we are? I'm just saying, if this is killing you, then guess what? Get over it. We do. Just get over it. It ain't working. Okay, here's what we're gonna try to do. Let me turn the volume up on my computer, and I'm gonna bring you on. And I'm going to see if we can hear you through that. Where there's a will, there's a way. All right, hang on. Let me bring my special guest on. There he is. There he is. What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Now, what I need our listeners to do is tell me if there is an echo with them hearing you talk while I got you coming through my headset. So keep talking. Tell everybody who you are and where you're from.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. My name is Ty Hollowell. I use he, him, his pronouns. I am originally from Fort Smith, Arkansas, but as of late, I guess, I moved to Texarkana, Texas, where I attended high school. And then my journey after undergrad and graduate school has now led me to be in Kentucky, where I work full-time at an institution doing orientation work. So helping people transition from high school to their first year of college.
Oh, man, that's good stuff. That's great stuff, man. You helping people transition from high school to college, and that's a big jump. That's like jumping across, the Grand Canyon sometimes.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's sometimes I feel like it's a pretty big burden and responsibility, but I approach it with enthusiasm and excitement because I recognize that like we all have been there, and when you go into something new, it's nice to have guidance and resources available to help you survive and not just sink.
Yeah, man. I again, that is meaningful work right there. That is very meaningful work. Ty, tell everybody how you got into that. How did you come to that wonderful position?
Yeah. So I guess it starts with undergrad. I went to the University of Central Arkansas for undergrad, and I knew that I wanted to go get a college degree, just didn't know where. And so I had an aunt who went there. She was like, "Hey, you should check it out." So I did. I got very actively involved with student organizations that I could join all the way through freshman year. And one of the ones that I did was being a resident assistant working for housing. And I really loved just helping students. I was placed in first year halls all 3 years that I was an RA. And so it just felt really natural. And so as I progressed and senior year came about, I was like, I think I want to go get my higher ed degree, but I wasn't sure where. And so just with doing that search, it led me to Texas Tech in Lubbock, so far out West Texas. And it was quite the experience. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Lubbock before, but there's nothing around there at all. So I had 2 years to really just like immerse myself in my studies and also building community there. And really, I worked as a hall coordinator. And so I got to see a lot of different students from various backgrounds come through. Students that looked like me and students that didn't, or had never had a Black male supervisor before. So like that was a wide range of experiences. And so I was really thankful for that experience. It cost my second year of looking for my.
Our internet connection is cutting out now. Tyler, can you hear me? Ty? All right, Ty, stay right there. Stay right there. We ran into a little bit of an internet problem, so let's try and get him back. This is our virtual co-host of the day. It is Tyler Hollowell, and he is a phenomenal young man doing great things. We'll get him back on right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Man, you know what? Internet, weather, phones, y'all not going to stop this today. We're not going to stop it today. We'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
You're home. You're a diabetic. You need supplies, but you don't want to visit the pharmacy. What do? Call US Med for home delivery of your supplies. If you have diabetes and you're worried about going to a crowded pharmacy, pick up the phone in the safety and comfort of your home and let US Med deliver them to you with free shipping. And now if you test your blood sugar 4 more times a day and inject insulin 3 or more times a day, you may qualify to get a new continuous glucose monitor at little or
Stay right there, Tyler. We'll do a couple of commercials and then we'll be right back.
Sounds good. I was like, I don't know what happened.
These decisions. Plus, we'll send you a 90-day supply and bill your insurance company for you. Get some peace of mind. Call US Med today.
800-417-0851. 800-417-0851. That's 800-417-0851.
How'd you like to eliminate your expensive cable bill forever or get new satellite internet where cable can't go? Well, now you can have affordable satellite internet service for a few dollars a day. All you need is a mini satellite installed, and you can have unlimited internet connections wirelessly in your home or office. And no cable boxes means unlimited connections and no clutter. You can surf the internet or stream any of your favorite television services with no cable. And the best part is, satellite internet service costs only a few dollars a day for your entire home. Yes, fast internet to surf or stream television for a few bucks a day. Call now for free details and learn how to drop your expensive cable bill.
800-712-8044. 800-712-8044. 800-712-8044. That's 800-712-8044.
Having trouble getting focused? Getting
All right, Ty, we're going right after this.
All right.
Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
KYOK 1140 and 92.3.
This is Brian Courtney Wilson, and you're listening to The Lunch Break.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. It is our Throwback Thursday, and I've got a young man joining us all the way from, you're in Texarkana right now, right, Ty?
Yes, sir.
All right, joining us all the way from Texarkana. We have to do it like old school style. I'm moving my mic over to the computer so folks can hear him. I got my headset over there. The phones got blown out by a bad storm that went through right before I got on, and we're gonna make it work, Ty. Your story is too important not to get it out today. So
I love it.
Where there's a will, there's a way. They're gonna learn about us, Ty. You might hold us back a little bit, but you're not gonna keep us down. So somebody say yeah. Let me stop. Ty, so with the work that you're doing up there, what are some of the challenges that you're running into doing your work up there in Lubbock?
So I'm no longer in Lubbock. Now I'm in Berea, working full time. And some of the challenges are pretty much some of the same. Oftentimes you don't see students that look like you or come from the same backgrounds. Or, I'm dealing with a lot of first year generation students where their parents or family guardian members didn't go through this. And so they're nervous, they're scared, they don't know who to turn to for direction. And so oftentimes I find I'm that voice of comfort and reason for a lot of Black parents, especially. I work at a predominantly white institution, and a lot of times I'll have those parents of color that will come to me and be like, thank you so much. Or like, it's nice to see someone else that looks like our student. And that makes me happy. Oftentimes parents are a little intimidating. So to know that I'm helping them,
oh no, Ty, you didn't freeze up on me again. Ty, come back. Come back. All right. So I think his internet froze up again. So we're gonna get him back again. But that is Ty Hollowell. He is a young man that is doing work helping college students who are transitioning from high school into college. And he is my virtual co-host of the day. So we'll see if we can't get him back, but we're gonna make this work today, man. We're not gonna let this stop us today. So Ty, you come on back on, man, and we'll get you back on. Hopefully our phone lines will be working together again. But again, I want y'all reaching out to this young man. I want y'all lifting him up. Again, he's my virtual co-host. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and schedule him too for another time. I'm gonna go ahead and schedule him because even if this works out today, I want him to come back and have a show with me that's unhindered and not messed up. That's what I'm trying to say. Trying to get my thoughts together. So while we're waiting on him, I want you all to let me go down a quick sports update. Several NBA players with ties to Texas are either sitting out of the finish of the 2020 season or thinking about it. We know that Trevor Ariza, there you go, he's on another thing. Okay, I'm gonna get you. He went away. There you are, Ty. Okay. Let's see. Let me come back to you.
We're determined. We're gonna get this working.
Oh yeah, no doubt, bro. And I've already said I'm gonna have you come back on another day when everything is working, so we can have a show that's not broken up, chopped up, and messed up. So, and we're gonna press through this one right here, right now. So, Ty, you were saying sometimes it's the parents that they're not used to who you are and what you do, and all that stuff.
Sometimes it's weird for them, but it brings comfort whenever they see someone that looks like them. And so oftentimes I used to get really intimidated because I'm young myself. And so whenever I had older parents or family and guardian members, I'm like, oh my gosh, am I going to mess up? Am I going to say something that's not right? But they just approach it with love and patience. And I really appreciate that. And I've taken on the responsibility of just kind of being like that older brother / mentor for a lot of students. Like, I'm like, hey, I'm not old enough to be your parent, but while you're here, especially in your first year, like, let me let you know that my office is always available for you to come talk to me. If you need help and resources, I'll be that guy for you.
Ty, how old are you?
I am 25.
25 years old.
What's that face?
I might see how it could kind of be a problem. You know what I mean? If you were my child's first grade teacher, second grade teacher, third, you know what I mean? You might even be able to rock 6 or 7. But we college now, Ty. Like you 5 minutes older than them.
Exactly. And that's where a lot of parents are like, how do you know? Like, I'm so worried. And I'm like, trust me, my parents literally just went through this not even 3 years ago of like still kind of being those helicopter parents. I know that's a term that a lot of people don't like. And I joke with my parents about it. But a helicopter parent is like the parent is just overly cautious, overly involved in what's going on with their student. And I respect it. I totally get it. And so I feel like because I'm still close in age, like I am able to empathize with the student and also speak very candidly with the parents and let them know that like I get it, I understand where you're coming from.
Man, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Let me ask you this, Ty. What was your interview process like that to get that assignment? Did they have any concerns about you being young? And I'm gonna go ahead and go there about you being young and Black.
I would say yes and no. So I sought after this institution because of the mission. So for those who don't know, Berea College is a predominantly white institution, but if you look it up online, it's actually misclassified as a historically Black college and university. The reason being, it was founded in 1855 by abolitionists for the sole purpose of being created for white and Black students. And so they have very strong connections with civil rights movements and all these things. And so I knew about the mission and that really interested me. And so whenever I was applying, I had to do a phone interview, virtual interview, and then I did it on campus. It was rough. They were very intentional and were looking for the right type of person. So they were actually wanting someone who didn't go to Berea, who wasn't from Kentucky, so they could have a new and fresh perspective. They knew I was Black because they'd already seen my face. But when I got there, I wasn't sure of how diverse really the campus was actually going to be. But there's actually several Black faculty and staff. I won't say a lot because every institution can still do some work. But it was several, and so I got to meet them. But it was rigorous. I had to do student panel interviews. I had to do the people that are now my colleagues, an office panel interview. And then with various campus partners, my role being that I'm in charge of all new student orientation things, I work with just about every office on campus that you could think of in some capacity. And so I had representatives there as well. And then I had to do a presentation. And I think the presentation, honestly, is what got them. They asked for these things, maybe 3 to 5 things, and I gave them like 10 things.
All right.
And my now supervisor was like, I knew you were going to be extra whenever you did that in your presentation. Like, my personality just shined through. I had memes and GIFs and Bitmojis. And I'm like, yeah, I know this is a professional job. I want you to recognize what you're getting.
Uh-oh, it's happening again. It's happening again. That's
so
okay,
that was something that I was super excited about, and I'm very thankful that they recognized that I could be active and I was beneficial to them. So they hired me.
Now we got Ty Hollowell joining us. He helps with transitioning high school students from high school to college up at Berea College in Berea, Ohio. I'm from Cincinnati.
Berea,
Kentucky. That's right. It's in Kentucky. That's right. I'm from Cincinnati. Yeah. And I knew people who went to Berea, but what's tripped out was when they left, we was like, they gone. They gone. Now, they went to Berea. They coming back? We don't know. We don't know.
No, that's real.
Man, that is something. I mean, really, so you sought them out and you were in at the time, were you in Texarkana or were you in Lubbock?
I was in Lubbock in grad school. Yes, sir.
And you found Berea how?
Yeah, that's a funny story. So I'd actually had 2 colleagues. One was my area director and another was a direct colleague. One went to Berea for undergrad, the other worked there right out of grad school. And so they had told me about Berea since my first year there. But I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. When I came across the job posting on highered.com, I just went ahead and applied. And then I realized, wait, this is the school that they were telling me about. And so I talked to them and they were like, yeah, that's the place. And for those who don't know, Berea is like this Mecca. Like, it is a hidden gem. It is
Wait.
secret.
Ty, I can't let you drop that. I can't let you drop that on the lunch break. Mecca of what?
It's just like this hidden gem. Like, it's beautiful. It is a small city, don't get me wrong, but it's like a metropolis of just, when you go there, you have to believe it. You have to see it with your own eyes to believe it. Because I can explain it to you all day long, and you're like, it don't sound like someplace I should go.
Bro, you reading my mind out loud right now. Like Mecca of, like Atlanta is the Mecca. We can fill in the blank after the Mecca for Atlanta. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But Berea, Kentucky is the Mecca of what again?
I would say acceptance, diversity, and like just progress. They really value people as individuals.
Okay.
We empower students to really be advocates for themselves, but
Yeah.
also for things that they believe in. So, no, regardless of whatever walk of life you come from, like, I feel like it's really awesome, especially during this time of people protesting Black Lives Matter and equality for all. Like, we have students that are at the forefront leading some of those protests in their home cities, and their parents and families can't even believe it. They're like, this was not my son or daughter.
Ty, you taking me too fast, bro. I came in, I had the weight of the struggle on my shoulders, bro. I was ready to fight the power. And you telling me that they getting down like that in Berea, Kentucky, like they are embracing Black Lives Matter. They are encouraging folks to speak their minds and their beliefs in Berea, Kentucky.
In Berea, Kentucky. You wouldn't believe it if I told you. But yes, if there weren't pictures for me to be able to see it and I weren't friends with some of these students, I'd be like, there's no way. But for real.
Bro, I love it. I needed this today. I'm for real. Like I'm interviewing you, but you're helping me. I'm telling you, bro. I needed
we
this
learning together.
I love it. So you're on campus full time, or do you live off campus?
So thank God. I live off campus. I, in the past, have lived on campus. So I lived on campus for a good 6 years, working for housing. And so this is actually my first time living off campus. But it's been an experience, a growing experience. I told my parents the other day, I was like, paying rent sucks. Like,
welcome to adulthood. I mean, it ain't all it's cracked up to be, is it?
Exactly. I'm like keeping the lights off of these electricity bills, trying to keep it low. I'm like, I ain't got time for it. This is a mess. It's a trap. People don't tell you these things when you're growing up.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. So what is there to do in Berea other than be you?
Well, we have a Walmart, and that's about it. So I find time. I really enjoy yoga, and I enjoy going outside. And Kentucky is just beautiful in nature. We have a lot of hiking trails. We have natural bodies of water. And so I find a lot of my weekends, I'm traveling. We're also really close to other places as well. Like you said, you're from Cincinnati. We're an hour and a half of Cincinnati. We got Tennessee on the other side of us. So we have a little places that we can go, make a day trip out of it, and come back.
That's good, Ty. I'm really glad to hear that you really expanded your horizons, being from Arkansas, going up to Lubbock, seeing how things were from there, and then, going all the way up to, of all places, Berea, Kentucky, man. How do you think that your journey has broadened your horizons or your awareness on what life really is, and not just based on your environment that you grew up in?
Wow, yeah. I would say I've definitely had some wake-up calls. I mean, I grew up as a Black male. So like that alone, obviously you like realize that, okay, some people really value that, some people don't, and it doesn't make a difference. But I would say defining moments for me was going to undergrad. I was really, really involved. And a lot of times people would be like, how are you making all these like predominantly white organizations and this, that, and the other? Or like you're a sellout because you aren't a part of NAACP or whatever the case may be. And I'm just like, no, I'm a part of these organizations, but you're only choosing to focus on one aspect, and that's my race. And if you're always just going to focus on that, then like that can't be the thing of which you measure me by, because I have more to bring to the table than just something that people would allow to stop them. And so that really helped me be educated and informed about what people thought about me. But then also, like, whenever I went to Lubbock, there was only myself and another female of color in my grad program. And so it really forced me to have those tougher conversations about I'm here getting educated, and now I'm about to be an educator to other students that are coming in. What are the ways that we're teaching our students and educating them about what representation looks like for them across the spectrum, right? And so that's been really helpful. And now that I'm at Berea, I'm getting to actually live that out and educate others because I also get to teach a class. And so it's taking it a step further. It's like I get to model that behavior, get to model that representation. Students get to see that like you can be a Black male teacher and work in a collegiate campus, and that's totally okay to do. Like we need more Black educators across the whole field and the whole spectrum. And so it's been a blessing. I definitely didn't think that I would end up in higher ed. My parents would tell you I had aspirations to be a pediatric surgeon.
Wow. Wait, Ty, hold on. Stay right there. I got to take a quick break, but I want to get back to this, man. And you are killing it. Ty Hollowell is our special guest. He's our virtual co-host of the day. And this young man is out of this world in a very good way. Got to take a quick break. We'll come back with more right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
Pottersfield. When people can't pay for their funerals, they are buried here. It is a lonely, desolate place, littered with unmarked headstones. No one visits. No one leaves flowers. But it doesn't have to be that way. For as low as $1 a day, you can ensure your family will have the money to pay your funeral expenses. We offer burial insurance plans that pay up to $30,000. Considering the average funeral costs more than $10,000, that's peace of mind for your family. There are no medical exams, your rates won't increase, and your policy cannot be canceled as long as you make your premium payments. Call now to get approved in minutes and ensure your final resting place is more than just a pauper's grave in a potter's field.
800-308-6729. 800-308-6729. 800-308-6729. That's 800-308-6729. Paid for by Final Expense Direct.
Has someone in your family lost a job recently, and now you can't afford your mortgage payment? Or do you have a rental property and your tenants aren't paying you? Quick Cash Offer can come to the rescue and pay you cash for your home immediately. Yes, sell your home and get cash all over the phone without dealing with real estate agents and risking your safety by showing your home to lukewarm buyers. You don't need to lose your home to foreclosure. If you have any equity in your home, we will buy it and give you cash within days, all in a simple over-the-phone and virtual process. Call Quick Cash Offer now before the economy gets worse. Sell a home you can't afford or just don't want to get the cash you need today.
800-780-1431. 800-780-1431. 800-780-1431. That's 800-780-1431.
Hey, this is Tori and Terry, and we're with a new show on the legendary KYOK called Marriage Talk with Tori and Terry.
Yes, that's Saturdays at 1 p.m. Marriage Talk with us. You can call in and talk with us about your marriage questions, engagement, relationship questions. We're here to assist you. Saturdays at 1 p.m.
And that's on the legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM.
Talk to you then.
It's inspiring. It's empowering.
It's life-changing.
It's called to inspire with best-selling author and motivational speaker, Dr. Sylvia Cole. Tune in every Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock here on the legendary KYOK, 1140 AM, 92.3 FM, and KYOK.org.
Hey, what's up? This is your boy James Fortune, and you are listening to The Lunch Break. Keep it locked.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. It is our Throwback Thursday, and I've got an amazing virtual co-host of the day. His name is Ty Hollowell. And Ty, what's your official title? What's the title of your position?
Yeah, so the title of my position is Coordinator of First Year Programming and Family Engagement. It's a long title.
Coordinator of First Year Programming and what?
And Family Engagement.
I mean, I want all that on your business card. I need you to send me a business card with all that on it. I need it all on there and put your name on the back.
I got you.
I am so blessed and impressed, man. I really am. And you are exactly what I'm talking about, man. There's a lot of greatness out there in places that most folks don't even know existed. And we're making differences in people's lives wherever we go. And if people would just stop trying to hate on us because of what they don't understand about us, man, they could benefit from your greatness. That's what I'm trying to say right there. Ty, with everything that's going on, with the protests and the marches, and seeing George Floyd's life taken from him, just ignorantly, indefensibly, 8 minutes and 46 seconds, and then to see what's going on in other areas. You as a young black man, what are your thoughts? What are your feelings about who you are and what it is you're trying to do?
Yeah, I think it's tough. I've definitely been trying to process. It seems like once you get the time to process one killing, then we learn about another. And so that's been really difficult. I want to preface this with saying I believe in mental health. So definitely do what you got to do to take care of your mental health, because a lot of what we're seeing right now can be heavy on one person. I think that it's past time and it's ridiculous for people to still be killing people just because a perceived threat and the people's color of their skin. And so I'm glad to see that there's change coming. And yeah, it takes protests in order for changes to be brought about. And so I'm also really happy to see that it's young people. Young people, we out here, we're educated, but we're also saying that we have friends that don't look like us and don't believe the same things as us, but we also recognize that people deserve the right to live. And so you cannot just kill someone because you wanted to, whether it be for sport or perceived threat or whatever. And so as it stands, I just feel like the marches are necessary, educating people is necessary, but doing more than that is you have to sign the petitions, make sure that you look at what's happening locally. Right. A lot of people are like, my vote doesn't count. No, it does. And it starts at the local level. What are you doing? Who are the representatives? And remember that representatives mean people that are elected to represent you. Yeah. And so if you want to see people that look like you, then you need to go out and make sure you're doing your part to vote for people that look like you, that have the same beliefs as you, or whatever the case may be. And so that's how I feel about it.
Ty, again, man, I'm so blessed and impressed because, like you said, it's young people like you. I deal in the world of sports, and to hear that there are young men on college campuses saying, yo, we ain't practicing, we ain't playing, here's what we want. We want everybody on the team to get registered to vote. We want everybody on the team to have a chance to vote. And we want to go out in these communities that we're playing in and help other kids that look like us be able to come to these schools. And, back in my day, that would have been unheard of at a Michigan, at an Ohio State, at a Clemson or places like that. And it's young people like you that are saying, hey, forget practice and forget games if we don't get registered to vote, have a chance to vote, and be able to help kids that look like us come to the school. So, hey, man, what y'all are doing, continue to do. Stay strong, stay focused. What are you telling other young people, man? What are you saying to your friends?
Right now, I'm just telling my friends to stay prayed up and stay safe. I know it can be scary out here, but operating in fear is not the way to do things. I know, I am someone, like I said, I go outside hiking a lot. I also like to run. And so that's something that could have easily been something that scared me of okay, I can't even be outside while being Black, right? But still do the things that you love to do, but make sure that you're being safe and advocating for the things that you want to see changed. We all have a voice, and it's all up to us to use it. And then more importantly, for the white listeners that are tuning in today, make sure that you are listening to the Black people that you have in your life and truly hearing what they say, and not just being like, oh, I stand with you, I support you, but then you're not making posts, you're not talking to your white friends, your white family, because you can be complicit in racism just because you yourself are not saying anything racist. And I think that's really important. Silence means that you may agree. And so if you don't want people to get that wrong perception, make sure that you're using your voice. Share the voices of those that care and matter to you in your life.
Man, that is so very well said. Ty, I tell you, I'm glad we did this, and I mean this. We got to do it again where we don't have, I don't have phone issues and stuff like that. Tell everybody where they can find you and follow you and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can find me on Facebook. It's just Ty Hollowell, or maybe it's Tyler Hollowell, whatever the case may be. And then I am on Instagram and Twitter at What About Ty. So just WHATABOUTTY. What About Ty? Because I basically just tweet my thoughts. So yeah, there you go. I really enjoyed this. Thank you so much for having me on here. It was such a blessing, and I look forward to the next time.
I mean it, Ty. Before we go, I need to let you do one thing. Who were your influences? Mom, dad, other people? Who were your influences, and what do you want to say to them?
That's tough. I would definitely say I've had several influences. I definitely think I was raised by two incredible parents, so thank you so much. That means a lot. And then also having the support of my church home back here in Texarkana, Christ Nations Church. Shout out to y'all. They've always just been really supportive in everything that I do. And I remember even coming home from breaks and getting to talk and still work with students in the children's ministry. So that's been a blessing. But I would say along the lines professionally, like, it's been the people that were my supervisors that didn't look like me, but said, hey, like, I support you. I want to help you get to the next level. And so they offered me internships. They offered me advice. They helped me pay for things whenever I maybe was running low on money. So just people that always supported me without anything and expecting a return, that means a lot. So just thank you to everyone who's ever been a blessing to my life, both seen publicly and unseen behind closed doors.
Man, you got me about to go in, bro. You got me about to go in, man. I'm about to bust up like a big old baby for you, man. Listen, your gifts make room for you, and will put you in the presence of greatness. Ty, you keep being you. Don't turn down for anybody. Don't, if people are uncomfortable around you, that just means they need to be around you because you're gonna get them right. So don't turn down for anyone, man. Keep doing what you're doing and keep being fearfully and wonderfully who you are. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you all.
All right, y'all. Ty Hollowell, my virtual co-host of the day. Phenomenal job. We are definitely going to have him back. So, man, you heard all of the social media. What About Ty? What About Ty on Instagram and Twitter, I believe. And then on his Facebook page, it's either Ty Hollowell or Tyler Hollowell. But you check him out. Y'all follow him. Make him part of the Lunch Break family. All right. All right. Let's see it. Let me give you this quick sports update, and then we'll get Sybil Wilkes in here to talk about what's going on in the coronavirus. Again, several NBA players with ties to Texas are either sitting out or thinking about sitting out the finish of the 2020 season. Trevor Ariza is going to spend time with his son. Davis Bertans, who played with the Spurs, now with Washington, going to sit out. Justice Winslow, whose father, Ricky Winslow, was part of the Phi Slamma Jamma. Justice from Houston is thinking about it. And Dwight Howard, who played with the Rockets, also thinking about sitting out. Major League Baseball season is set for July 23rd or the 24th. And the favorites to win it all this year, number one, the New York Yankees. Number two, the LA Dodgers. Number three, it ain't the Houston Astros. It's the Oakland A's. The Astros are down at number 6. The Rangers are down at number 19. For those who were wondering why the players were so adamant about not taking fewer games from Major League Baseball, let me show you why. Do the math. Garrett Cole, on a 60-game season, was supposed to make $36 million. He's going to make $13.3. Zach Greinke, who just signed with the Astros or got traded to the Astros last year, was supposed to make $35 million this season. He's going to make $13. And Justin Verlander, the ace of the Astros, supposed to make $33 million. He's going to make 12.2. I know. Oh, but they're making millions of dollars, AJ. They're not going to starve. Cry me a river. Yeah, neither are the billionaires either. They're going to go from 10.6 down to around 5. They're going to be fine. But because in our society, we got to worry about the poor billionaires and make sure their yachts and their multiple houses around the world are fine. They're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. NFL training camps are set to open July the 28th, they're going to be in-market camps, meaning the Cowboys will not be in Oxnard, California. They will be up in Arlington. The Texans will not be in White Sulphur Hills, Sulphur Plains, West Virginia. They'll be in Houston. But again, the NFL has decided to postpone or cancel the Hall of Fame game, which was scheduled for August the 6th. It was going to be the Cowboys versus the Steelers, and they are also doing the same with the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. So there you go. Brooks Koepka, the number 4 golfer in the world, along with the number 5 golfer in the world, withdrew from the current PGA tournament after his caddy tested positive for COVID-19. So again, there is not a sport or an area not being affected by COVID-19. Hey, Gransberry, yeah, I had to give some love. I'm giving some love to black stuff right now. HBCUs, I wish I had more of them that I could rock, but I had to give Prairie View some love today. So let me give it up for one of the baddest black attorneys, period attorneys, one of the baddest attorneys who just happens to be black, and that's Natasha Gransberry. I want to appreciate her today. So a lot of love to you. Thanks for dropping by on the show. All right, let me get Sybil Wilkes in to give us our COVID-19 update. We'll be back with the wrap up of the first hour. I don't know what I'm going to do with these sports fellas, man. Oh, my God, I don't know what I'm going to do with these sports fellas. We'll figure it out. Y'all pray. We get ready to get John Foster and Akie Davis on here. We'll be right back.
With what you need to know today about the coronavirus. New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut will now require travelers from states with surging cases of COVID-19 to quarantine for 14 days. As of today, the advisory applies to Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Washington State, Utah, and Texas. Begins at midnight. In New York, those violating the quarantine could be subject to a judicial order, mandatory quarantine, and or fines ranging from $2,000 up to $10,000. Due to increasing cases of COVID-19, some Disney employees are asking that reopening of the company's theme parks in Florida and California be delayed. The park plans to begin a phased reopening on July 11th. Major League Baseball is back. Sort of. They've announced plans to begin the delayed baseball season on July 23rd or 24th, playing only 60 games instead of the usual 162. Please visit SybilWilkes.com to subscribe to my free daily newsletter. Be informed, be empowered.
Hey, what's going on? This is Lecrae, and right now you're listening to The Lunch Break.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm trying to send a message to Akie and John. Y'all pray, man, because we're going to try and get them on. We're going to try and get them on. We're going to try and get them on. But, oh, boy. Let's see. But don't worry about calling in. Ooh, Lord. Will y'all pray? Okay, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Paste. Hold on, let me do a select all. Copy. All right, I just sent that to Akie, so we'll see how that works out. Where's John Foster? There's John. Send him a message. You know, because the phone lines are down, so the show must go on. All right. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Tony, Tony, I might need to get you on too. Tony Wyatt, I might need to get you on too. Hold on, Tony. I'm gonna send you the same link, Tony. Tony, I might need you to balance things out with John, and then where are you? Tony, get ready to call in. All right, here we go. All right, let me send this message to Tony. We're gonna try and see if we can't get all three of them on. I need a little help today. I can't balance these two by myself. I can't balance both of them by myself. I need you on here, Tony. All right, stand by. We're gonna get the top of the hour ID. There's John. John, why do you look sideways? John, I'm worried already. John. Here we go.
Like I did it before, but it won't come out. I mean, I couldn't even call you in there, so I had to come out to my car.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either, John.
Yeah.
You're sideways though. You're like upside down. Turn me. Like your side, well, well, stay right there, John, because you're right side up on the regular.
You can hear it.
Podcast.
Okay, I'm here.
Yeah, stay right there. Well, we'll see how this works out. Tony, check your inbox. Y'all stay there.
40 KYOK Conroe. The legend continues.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! Let's go to the house! Let's go to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's hunt. We ready? Let's go to the house. Let's go to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. All this hurry with the linemen.
There's Akie.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Y'all don't talk yet. Don't talk yet.
Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from that. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. When you step on the field, man, that's war out there. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like.
Oh
my bad. You better work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it?
What'd you say, Jay?
What time is it? Game time. What time is it?
Oh my God, I'm afraid.
Let's go, let's go. We ready? Let's go to the house. Let's go to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
No, that's just the first hour on the books, second hour underway right here on the legendary KYOK. And of course, I've got the sports fellas. John Foster, what's going on, bro? John?
Andre, what's
John.
up?
No, you got to turn your music down in the background, bro, so I can hear you.
Okay. What's up? Can you?
Yeah, we can hear you a little bit, John. Okay. We can hear you a little bit.
All right.
All right. You got what?
I got air conditioning going on there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we don't want you to be out there hot, John. We know that ain't a good look for yourself.
No, can't be.
All right, and then of course we got Dr. Akie Davis. Dr. Akie, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Your volume sounds great. I don't know what's wrong with John. John, you don't have some earbuds, John? AirPods, earbuds?
I do. I'll plug them in.
Plug them in, John. John, if you plug them in, I might be able to keep my job.
Okay. All right. Let's do that.
All right, y'all. I'm trying to get Tony Wyatt on here too. If we can get Tony on here, I know. Man, listen. They'll run me out of here real fast and in a hurry. I'll have 4 dudes on here and we'll all be crazy. Go ahead, John. Say something again.
How's that working? Better?
John, that's 1,000% better.
Is that better? 100% better. Yeah, you sound better
thank
there
you,
on that
John.
end, too. I got you. Yeah, but I mean,
no, it's
I hear
okay.
you better.
It's all right. No, it's all right. Well, listen, the sports fellas are riding again. We got a lot to talk about. Let's go ahead and start in the NFL. Number 1, the Cowboys and the Steelers game got postponed due to concerns with COVID-19, and they're also postponing the induction of the Hall of Fame inductees. So Akie, you go first. What are your thoughts? Is that a scary sign or no big deal?
I think it's a no big deal. I definitely think they're gonna have NFL this season, but I think people looking forward to preseason may be sadly disappointed. You may get one preseason game, like I've been saying from the very beginning, but like all that 3-4 preseason games, you won't get it with everything that's going on. With the NBA, you got like 12 players to worry about. The NFL, you may have like 70, 80 guys on a preseason roster. So it's a whole bunch more COVID testing and a lot more to deal with NFL opposed to basketball.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. John, what are your thoughts about them postponing the Hall of Fame game that was scheduled for August the 6th? No big deal, or should we be worried?
Yeah, I think we should be worried. This is getting really serious. I think it's going to come down to, guys, really how many people can stay safe and be able to play. Like we found out with the tennis with Djokovic, they did one event and they weren't cautious. And Djokovic, his wife, a few top players. I mean, this is real, and they're going to come down with it. It's easily spread. They're not. So it really hit home with me with the tennis, where these guys they have one get together and everybody's sick. So imagine, and in tennis you're not competing with each other where I got my hand on your back and your face is coming up next to mine and we're rubbing elbows and sweat and everything. So basketball, football, I mean, maybe baseball, but those are going to be tough sports to somebody gets it and they got it for 2 days and they gave it to half the team. I think we're going to have a lot of problems I'll be real surprised if we make it through any season.
Yeah, you bring up a good point about Djokovic, the number one tennis player in the world on the men's side. And he puts together a tournament, and I'll be honest with you, he took it way too lightly. I mean, they were having all kinds of events around the tournament that did not include mask or social distancing. They had dinner engagements that didn't include mask or social distancing. And the tournament itself, there was not a whole lot of concern about masks or social distancing. And then he and his wife gets it, and his whole tune has changed about the severity of COVID-19.
Correct. Anybody could check it out. They were dancing together. They were hugging each other at the net, holding each other. And now it's a shame Djokovic's dad speaks out. He should just be quiet and lay low. I'm sure. If you haven't heard about that, but
what did his dad say? I'm curious now. What did
his dad was blaming one player for being in America and coming over, and he did it to everybody. And Djokovic is the one that put it together. So the dad's throwing the blame around. The dad just needs to be quiet and stay out of it. But that parents are parents, and they're not perfect.
No, bro. No. Not today, John. Not today. John, I got people telling me that they're tired of me posting about black people being killed or murdered or discriminated against or racism and stuff. Imagine being black and being tired of being discriminated against and persecuted and social injustice and all that. If y'all tired now, imagine how tired we are. So I'm not gonna we're not gonna just blame it on him being a parent. Ignorance is ignorance. You got ignorant parents, you got ignorant children, you got ignorant uncles, cousins, and that's just ignorant. I'm sorry.
Right.
All right, let's get back to it. In fact, I got to get ready to take a break.
Right.
When we come back, I want to talk about the NBA. There are several players that have either decided.
Not arguing.
Hold on, John. Let me set the stage because now you're on an open mic, so everybody can hear everything you say and do. So you're gonna have to eat lunch late today. So we're gonna talk about the NBA. We're gonna talk about several players that have either decided not to play or are thinking about it. And I want to hear your thoughts, especially given the reasons why these guys are not playing. Sorry you can't call in, but you can text me 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. Tony White, quit messing with Kimberly Armstrong and check your inbox. Check your messenger. Check your text message. I done sent you like 58 messages. I thought you was my homeboy. Hootie hoo! All right, we'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
Attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who've helped people that have been injured or wronged. Have you been diagnosed with cancer? Are you one of the millions who have taken Zantac or other generic versions of this popular drug to help treat stomach issues? Then pay close attention to this message. The FDA said it detected low levels of a probable cancer-causing chemical known as NDMA in Zantac and other generic forms of this popular drug. They've banned sales and even removed it from the market. If you've been diagnosed with cancer and you've taken Zantac or a generic equivalent, call the legal helpline now. You could receive a free cash award and have your medical expenses covered. And there's no upfront cost to you. They only get paid if you win. So please call now. 800-251-7816. 800-251-7816. 800-251-7816. That's 800-251-7816.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO, private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 800-961-2730. 800-961-2730. That's 800-961-2730.
Hey, sports fans, this is AJ Jones, and I know we're all going through some trying times right now. Schools are closed, and things are far from normal. I was thinking, how can we help here on KYOK and on the lunch break? And I heard these words, help make memories. So how about this? How about your child, age 12 and up, has a chance to be my co-host for the day? That's right, 30 minutes every Tuesday right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK. Your child can invite their friends, their family, and even their classmates to hear them talk sports with me, AJ Jones, on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, AM 1140 and 92.3 FM. Send me an email message at aj@kyoksports.com. That's aj@kyoksports.com with your child's name and why they should be the one to be my co-host for the day. Again, we're going to make memories during this tough times right here on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
It's inspiring. It's empowering.
It's life-changing.
It's called to inspire with best-selling author and motivational speaker, Dr. Sylvia Cole. Tune in every Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock here on the legendary KYOK, 1140 AM, 92.3 FM, and KYOK.org.
Be sure to tune in to Motivational Thursdays on Shiloh Radio, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., where you will be encouraged, inspired, and ignited on the legendary KYOK 1140 a.m. and the all-new 92.3 FM.
My name is Devon McDonald from Jamaica, play with Indianapolis Colts, and listen, you listen to the lunch break.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. I've got the sports fellas looking fly and joining me here on the show. Tony couldn't join us. Tony's actually working a 9 to 5 today, so we can't hang out with Tony Wyatt today.
Gotcha. So it's three of us.
It's just you, me, and he.
There you go.
There you go.
I think we can
Akie, you
handle
remember that song, You, Me, and He?
Yeah.
him, I,
John
him, I,
John
and
don't
who?
know nothing about that group M2Me. John, do you remember M2Me?
What's that?
It was a group called M2Me, and they had a song out called You, Me, and He.
You, me, and he. Yeah, I'm not familiar with it, but it
Google it,
sounds like
John.
something. Google it. I'll Google it. All right.
Google it, man. So there are several NBA players that, the soft deadline was yesterday, June the 24th. The hard deadline is July 1st. And there are several players that decided that they are not going to play. Trevor Ariza is in the midst of I'm putting his business out there, in the midst of a custody battle for his child, and he's going to spend time with his son this summer instead of playing reindeer games in Orlando with his team. And then you have, of course, the player for the Lakers, Avery Bradley, that has a 6-year-old son who has upper respiratory issues. It's like, I'm not taking no chances. I'm gonna be with my family. So he's sitting out. And then you also have Davis Bertans, who used to play with the Spurs. He's sitting out. He's a member of the Washington Wizards. And then Justice Winslow and Dwight Howard are also thinking about sitting out. Akie, you go first. What are your thoughts on these guys sitting out, and do you expect more to make the same decision?
I'm expecting more to make the same decision. I really think Dwight Howard's going to sit out. He kind of made it, he kind of pretty much been hinting on the fact that he's going to sit out. But yes, I understand Trevor Reeves' situation. He gets to see his son for like 1 month. This is like his time to get to see his son. So he's definitely going to take advantage of that. And I think certain players that know they don't have a chance to go to the championship, like Trevor Ariza and different guys, Davis Bertans, he need to even go.
I was just thinking, Trevor Ariza, if the season did not have the delay, what are we on? This is the 20th of June. Yeah, we would either be in the final games of the NBA Finals, or we would be, it would be done. So you're right. This new finish of the season would infringe upon his family time with his child, and I'm not giving that up for nothing and nobody. I'm sorry. I'm not. John, what are your thoughts?
Wake up, John. John, wake up.
John's frozen.
I don't know. I'm just messing with you.
That Boost Mobile. Let me get him off of there. John, fix your Boost Mobile, Doc. John, you got to call us from the Cricket phone, bro. John, he froze. All right. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know, man. Let me tie this in with another sports. Malcolm Jenkins said that the NFL is a non-essential business. If the NFL is a non-essential business, what is the NBA and Major League Baseball?
Non-essential.
I mean, do you really believe that, or are you just going along with what Malcolm is saying?
Well, he's right about it being non-essential, but then it's like when you have something that boosts the economy like that, and that is that much of a money maker to the, it's a double-edged sword. You can say it's non-essential, but then it's like what brings in money like sports. So you have to look at it on that end of it. So it is non-essential on one hand, and then on the other hand, everybody in the economy is worried about money, and that's how it is, and that people want to get money.
I'm trying to be polite and nice. If that's the case, so is drug dealing non-essential? I mean, it generates money. I'm just gonna be real today. I'm just saying we act like if these guys don't get back on the court, if they don't get back on the field, if they don't get back on the baseball diamond, we all gonna starve to death. The world as we know it is gonna come to an end. Is that where we are?
No, it's not that. It's just so much more money is spent. Just like, when football is being played on Sundays, people going to get stuff to put on the barbecue pit, the tailgate, and the extra stuff, the athletic gear being sold. It's it's not, and then I think people are in a happier place when sports is going on too as well. So and right now it's kind of a downtime, but those guys will be the ones putting their lives on the line. So
and that's why I'm not mad at the Trevor Arizas, the Avery Bradleys. I'm not mad at Davis Bertan. I mean, you got the Joker in Denver who has coronavirus, and he might not even be able to get into the country.
he might not. He might not. He's trying, but he might not.
So I'm just saying, it's like you got one thing on one hand, you got a whole nother situation on the other hand. Here's the question when we come back. What's more serious right now, sports or corona? What's more serious right now, sports or the coronavirus? We'll come back with Dr. Akie Davis, and let me see if we can't get John Foster. John, where are you? Come on back. Use the same link and come back. All right, we'll be right back right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
Holy One of Israel.
You're home. You're a diabetic. You need supplies, but you don't want to visit the pharmacy. What do? Call US Med for home delivery of your supplies. If you have diabetes and you're worried about going to a crowded pharmacy, pick up the phone in the safety and comfort of your home and let US Med deliver them to you with free shipping. And now if you test your blood sugar 4 more times a day and inject insulin 3 or more times a day, you may qualify to get a new continuous glucose monitor at little or no cost, which may eliminate the pain of pricking your fingers and helps you make smarter diabetes decisions. Plus, we'll send you a 90-day supply and bill your insurance company for you. Get some peace of mind. Call US Med today.
800-417-0851. 800-417-0851. That's 800-417-0851.
How'd you like to eliminate your expensive cable bill forever or get new satellite internet where cable can't go? Well, now you can have affordable satellite internet service for a few dollars a day. All you need is a mini satellite installed, and you can have unlimited internet connections wirelessly in your home or office. And no cable boxes means unlimited connections and no clutter. You can surf the internet or stream any of your favorite television services with no cable. And the best part is, satellite internet service costs only a few dollars a day for your entire home. Yes, fast internet to surf or stream television for a few bucks a day. Call now for free details and learn how to drop your expensive cable bill.
800-712-8044. 800-712-8044. 800-712-8044. That's 800-712-8044.
Having trouble getting focused? Getting your to-do list done?
Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
KYOK 1140 and 92.3.
It's inspiring. It's empowering.
It's life-changing.
It's called to inspire with best-selling author and motivational speaker, Dr. Sylvia Cole. Tune in every Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock here on the legendary KYOK, 1140 AM, 92.3 FM, and KYOK.org.
This is Brian Courtney Wilson, and you're listening to The Lunch Break.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. I've got the sports fellas joining me right here as we wrap up Throwback Thursday. And we got the guys talking about, of course, the basketball players that have chosen not to come back or are thinking about not coming back. We've also got several baseball players that have now tested positive for COVID-19. 40 baseball players and team officials have tested positive in the last 10 days. And then you've got a third of NFL football teams that are dealing with at least one COVID-19 case. We know several of those are with the Texans, the Cowboys. We know the Broncos have one. We know that the Saints, of course, had a head coach that had tested positive, which poses a question. John, you go first. Welcome back, by the way.
Yeah.
What's more important right now? I'm not talking about important as far as ability to make money. If you could only choose one of these things that you would focus your time, your attention, and your resources on, would it be COVID-19 or would it be any or all sports?
Wow. It's got to be COVID-19, no doubt. But sports is something that, are like I said before, and we've talked about before, it's how America relaxes and releases. And, people they don't know what to do with themselves. I'd be one of them, but I do have a little bit of a life besides sports. But sports is a big part of it. Tennis is starting to come back. So I'm very busy. By the way, Rianne Newborn is doing great. She just beat 305 in the world and 855 in the world. She has 2 matches today down in Florida. And the Pro Tour is not, at least it hasn't affected what they're doing there in Florida.
She's like a niece to me, so I'm praying that she's going to be okay. I know she is. I've never doubted her ability and her drive or her motivation. I'm just concerned about her health. All right, let me go to you, Akie. You can only spend money on one. Is it going to be fighting COVID-19 or is it going to be getting sports up and running?
Well, I think COVID-19 would be the priority, AJ, because you look at it like this. One factor with COVID-19 that people don't talk about, like for instance, it usually messes up a organ sometimes, like a kidney or a lung or something. Can you imagine trying to play pro football and end up having a lung problem and end up getting a punctured lung by trying to play?
Nah, bro. Listen. Right now, that ain't what you want in your life. You don't want punctured, collapsed, nothing right now. You don't want a fingernail that won't get fixed right now, fooling with this COVID-19. I'm just saying that ain't what you want in your life right now.
Yeah, I want sports to come back too. I want the world to come back to the way it was, where we can all hang out or, get out, games or whatever. Going out to eat and hanging out. I would love to see all that come back, but Houston's numbers are spiking up. We're like number 1 right now. And it's just really bad.
I keep hearing this whole, just a way to relax and get back to life and all that. It's like being on a football field watching the game or being on a tennis court watching the match, and the whole doggone city is burning around the stadium or the arena. How much relaxing are we going to do if you're driving by and people are literally falling out from COVID-19 that is not gone away? COVID-19 is like that alligator that all you can see is the top part of the head and the little snout and the ears and stuff. It's saying, come on in. Just come, please come on in. I want you to come on in the water. John?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, and it's really bad because even the people that recover from this, there's lung damage, there's damage the rest of your life that, I was looking at that the other day.
John.
that's really bad too.
John, what's wrong with your phone,
So
bro?
when you have it,
John,
there's damage.
John, I'm getting ready to mute you, John. John,
that you never really recover. You do have damage from then on all the time.
You sound like you're drunk on your phone. I had to mute John. John, get your phone together, man. Your gear is jacked up again, man. You sound like you done tied one on for lunch, bro. Okay, I think we got someone that has just joined us. Yeah, there they are. All right, I want to bring somebody in. Let me bring this person in, and she's not gonna let us see her video. That's messed up. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us here on the lunch break for there you are for Throwback Thursday is none other than a faithful lunch breaker, MJ Boyd. MJ, what's going on, dear?
Hi.
Hey.
And here's my reason for not showing video. First off, I just came out of the gym, so hello. Second, I have COVID face. Every woman has COVID face right now. Like, I don't know how to put on makeup anymore.
What is COVID face? What is that?
I've had to go 3 months. Like, I've been able to be free of makeup, of any kind of like cosmetic restrictions or expectations put on my face. So I don't know how to do it.
You never cease to amaze me. What's going on, dear? What did you want to tell us about today? You got something that you're working on.
Oh, I got 2 big things I'm working on. What? Sorry about all the sound. So when I saw everything that was going on with Atlanta, with the elections and all that kind of craziness, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, perfect. Because I could tell all these cars to stop. They're kind of annoying me.
No, you're good.
So when I saw the craziness, the long lines, the heat, just the complete like mishandling of elections, which if there's anything that we can all stand for is that we all have the right to vote under the 19th and 15th Amendment. And I'll be darned.
Yeah, thank you for that darn part. Go ahead.
You know me. Sorry. I won't let that stand in the way of people getting in and getting their right to vote. And so I went ahead, a few of us got together at the gym, my trainer specifically, and said, hey, what can we do? So we are putting together 2 events. One is July 11th, and that's a voter registration rally to make sure that everybody is registered. And what I mean by everybody, so one of the things that they don't let be known, which is quite surprising, but not really, is that former felons who are off paper, you can actually vote.
Wait, say that again. Former felons who are off paper, you can go ahead and vote. If you've met all your requirements for your release and what have you, you're no longer having to go see parole officers or anything like that, you can now register to vote.
Yeah, you can, and you can vote. Didn't know that until I didn't know that until I took the class, and I was like, now hold up a second. So that's something that I'm spreading that news because you'd be surprised how many people did not know that, such as yourself. You didn't know that.
I was today years old when I found that out.
Well, happy birthday, and there's a birthday present for you.
Thank you.
So we're putting together a rally the vote or rally the registration rally, on July 11th at 2715 Emancipation, straight in the heart of the 3rd of the at Muscleheads Gym. It's going to be from 10 to 4.
Okay.
It's an open gym. You can come and tour the facilities, meet with some awesome trainers. Like all the trainers are going to be here. We're going to have a DJ spinning it up on the 1s and 2s. We're going to have refreshments. Do that again, AJ. Do that again.
I'm not doing it. Listen, I used to be on those 1200s. You don't know nothing about that. That was before your time.
That was way back in that day. Like way back in that day.
Yeah.
So that's going to happen on the 11th. So in 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then, brace yourself. We are doing a Muscle the Vote block party. Okay. And that's going to be October 17th, where we basically shut down Emancipation at McGowan. Now, we're still working with the city on this. So
yeah, I'm sure.
But we're going to shut it down and have everyone come out. We're going to shuttle people to the 2 voting stations over in the Tray. We're going to provide entertainment, refreshment, just good old block party time, but, clean and family friendly.
Yeah, MJ, whatever flyers you get on this, get those to me so I can post them and send them out to my network because this is huge stuff. And I see a lot of people are thumbs up to the felons that are off paper being able to vote. That's big news. So we got to make sure that is out there as well. And like I said,
key is off paper.
Coming up with that, let me know so I can get it out to the network.
Okay, just FYI, I'm not winking at you guys. I have sweat coming into my eye, so don't get all in your heads on that one.
MJ, you are fearfully and wonderfully made, child. You are the apple of God's eye. I know. All right.
I'm used
can I
to
record
it,
this and
MJ.
send this to my sister? I know you are, Akie.
All right, MJ, you be safe out there. Is there anything else you want to let us know?
No, two things. We will have masks, but we will be doing the social distancing. So just disclaiming on that. And just bring your ID. To be straight with you, the other thing I didn't know about is even homeless can vote. We just have to have a way to recognize you and get you your cards.
Okay. You giving me a lot of thoughts, MJ. If you need masks donated or anything like that, let me know. I'll make sure you get some masks out there. And if we've got to just get with me about the homeless. Let me know if we've got to do some stuff to make sure that they can get their stuff. I can help with that.
Yeah. I just honestly, AJ, what I would ask is if you could just show up and show out.
Yeah, you already know. You already know. I'm planning to be there. All right.
And check your messenger. I sent you the flyers, right?
Okay. All right. I appreciate it.
Okay. Love.
All right. MJ Boyd, y'all, doing her thing, doing it big out there in the city.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Talk to you later.
Can I come off of this now? Because I want to go back in and kill myself.
Yeah, you can go ahead and come off. I'll take you off. Okay. MJ's off. Let me get John Foster back on. John dropped off on us. We had to handle some business. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff.
I'm back.
Yeah, man. Yeah, John, you sounded like you were having a little fun for lunch. So we had to.
You got it?
Yeah, you back. You back?
How's that? We're back?
Yeah. Donna Coleman-Holman has a question for you, Akie. She said, ask Akie, did he get that vitamin B12 starting at 1,000 milligrams?
Tell her she never sent it to me.
Okay. Why you always got women sending you stuff, Akie?
AJ, I told you I got that fans only thing going on right now. It's a limited, I'm only accepting a limited number of people, $19.99 a month, 5,000 people.
I worry about you. I really do. Have you been, I'm not talking about COVID-19. Have you been tested? Like, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay, AJ.
All right, Doc, because I'm gonna do it. Me and John gonna come over and put some masks on and do an intervention. All right, before we go, so they showed the picture of what was found in the garage of Bubba Wallace, the NASCAR's lone black driver. And for those who don't know, I put the picture on my Facebook page. And there are people who literally say, let me throw it up for them to see, who literally say that is a garage pull, and that most garage pulls are tied that way, and that there are even folks saying that clearly guys like Bubba Wallace and his pit crew have never been a Boy Scout or a Cub Scout. John, I'll start with you. Does that look like an everyday knot that you see in a garage or anywhere in normal walks of life in society?
I only saw a little bit of it, Andre, but no, I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. What I would like to know is what the other garages look like. Do they all have that, or is that just his garage? That's what I want to know.
Well, they don't. No, I can tell you they don't all have that, John. Here, let me blow it up for you.
Out.
Let me blow it up for you. Can you see it?
Yeah, it doesn't look right.
And see, to me, that's part of the problem.
Look like if they all have that, then there's no problem.
No, that's not true though, John. That's not true. If everybody has on a white sheet and a white hat, it's a problem. Yes, it's a problem. The fact that every one of them have it just means that they got nose blind to the fact that tying garage pulls in the form of a noose is a problem. That's a problem. And when you get desensitized to stuff like that, that's an even bigger problem because you will try and explain it away by saying all the other garages had it too. We can agree that maybe they weren't trying to deliberately attack Bubba Wallace, but the fact that you're tying garage pulls like that, that's a problem for me. That's a problem for me. Yeah. Akie, what you saying?
Every garage pull I normally seen like that, they usually just have the rope just regularly straight, not like in a noose like that, you know.
Yeah, that's Akie. You and I are on the same page. So let me show it to you again. All right. So I've seen garage pulls with the loop, and I've seen them with a knot around the the body of the rope. What's different about
it doesn't look good.
That's what I'm saying. When you got it tied like
it
that,
look good.
You in your mind is in a whole other place, and if your mind is comfortable being there, then you've been in that dark place for a long time. That's a part of who you are. You haven't been reconditioned to realize that that's a problem. All right, well, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. John, I'm going to fire you up when we come back. I want to get your thought. John, are you frozen again? You look frozen again. John froze at the right time. Yep. Let me take a break. Well, John, when we come back, I need to talk to you. Can we talk?
Then I can't hear you. I'm in and out.
All right, in and out. That's a good burger, too, by the way. We'll be right back.
Oh, man.
It's inspiring. It's empowering.
It's life-changing.
It's called to inspire with best-selling author and motivational speaker, Dr. Sylvia Cole. Tune in every Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock here on the legendary KYOK, 1140 AM, 92.3 FM, and KYOK.org.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who help people that have been injured or wronged. If you've been involved in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or injured at work, you have rights, and you may be entitled to money for your suffering. Don't accept an offer you get from an insurance company until you talk to a lawyer. And we represent some of the best personal injury lawyers you can find. Tough lawyers that will fight to win your case. And they're so good they stake their reputation on it by only getting paid if you win. So if you've been in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or hurt on the job, find out today for free what kind of compensation you may be entitled to. Call the legal helpline right now.
800-547-4170. 800-547-4170. 800-547-4170. That's 800-547-4170.
This is a potter's field. When people can't pay for their funerals, they are buried here. It is a lonely, desolate place, littered with unmarked headstones. No one visits. No one leaves flowers. But it doesn't have to be that way. For as low as $1 a day, you can ensure your family will have the money to pay your funeral expenses. We offer burial insurance plans that pay up to $30,000. Considering the average funeral costs more than $10,000, that's peace of mind for your family. There are no medical exams, your rates won't increase, and your policy cannot be canceled as long as you make your premium payments. Call now to get approved in minutes and ensure your final resting place is more than just a pauper's grave in a potter's field.
800-308-6729. 800-308-6729. 800-308-6729. That's 800-308-6729. Paid for by Final Expense Direct.
Has someone in your family lost a job recently, and now you can't afford your mortgage payment? Or do you have a rental property and your tenants aren't paying you? Quick Cash Offer can come to the rescue and pay you cash for your home immediately. Yes, sell your home and get cash all over the phone without dealing with real estate agents and risking your safety by showing your home to lukewarm buyers. You don't need to lose your home to foreclosure. If you have any equity in your home, we will buy it and give you cash within days, all in a simple over-the-phone and virtual process. Call Quick Cash Offer now before the economy gets worse. Sell a home you can't afford or just don't want to get the cash you need today.
800-780-1431. 800-780-1431. 800-780-1431. That's 800-780-1431.
Hey, this is Tori and Terry, and we're with a new show on the legendary KYOK called Marriage Talk with Tori and Terry.
Yes, that's Saturdays at 1 p.m. Marriage Talk with us. You can call in and talk with us about your marriage questions, engagement, relationship questions. We're here to assist you. Saturdays at 1 p.m.
And that's on the legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM.
Talk to you then.
Again I say unto you, if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything, it shall be done for them by my Father who is in heaven. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. Matthew 18, 19, and 20.
That's the gospel.
And we're KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM.
Hi, this is Sonia from Southeast Houston, and you're listening to The Lunch Break on 92.3 and KYOK.
All right, y'all. We're back on the lunch break. John, what is that? Turn that down, John.
That was, yeah, it's off.
Okay, thanks, brother. All right, we're back on the lunch break on the legendary. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good now. We're back on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. We're talking about this pull rope NASCAR Bubba Wallace's garage, and got a couple of friends who, interestingly, had some comments different than what I think. So I'm not going to call his name. I don't want any smoke. He's a friend. We went to school together. He said NASCAR got the free advertising to show their relevance to current events and concern for their fellow man, sidestepping the negative feedback they got from the Confederate flag ban. This molehill was made into a mountain to distract and attract and try to reform and manage public opinion. That seems like a whole lot out of a knot that looks like a noose. I mean, whether it was a noose or not. In fact, let me read what another friend said, and she's a friend, so again, I don't want to offend. It is a figure-8 knot used for sailing and rock climbing. The news I heard it's been there, and the other garage is there for many years. We have to research this stuff and not blindly follow the media. I want to spit fire. I am not one who blindly follows the media. Can we agree on one thing? This doggone knot looks like a noose. I don't care if it's a number 8 knot. I don't care if it's a number 15 knot. I don't care if it's a number 68 knot. I don't care if you use it to rock climb, sock climb, or dock climb. It looks like a noose. It is not blindly following the media. Why do we blame the media when they say stuff we don't like? It's fake news. But as soon as they put out numbers like, oh, the president has done more for black people than any other president ever, then all of a sudden you quoting the news. You can't have it both ways. The doggone thing looks like a noose. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, we can agree on that, definitely. Especially with all the
John,
lessons and everything.
Hold on, Dr. Akie. John, does it look like a noose? He froze. You know, he freezes. I think he don't want to answer, so he's like, oh, I'm frozen. I got friends.
It looks like a noose to me.
I'm trying to recruit.
I don't know nooses. I don't know.
You don't know nooses? John, in 2020, you don't know nooses.
I mean, I've seen them, but I don't study them. I know there's different.
I don't study them either, John. I just know what a noose looks like, and I try to stay the heck away from them. What I don't understand is why other people won't understand that maybe, just maybe. And I see somebody's type what the let me read this comment. Let me read this comment. So, okay, no, this is Donna Coleman Holman. She said, if the Federal Bureau of Investigation says it was a noose, then it is a noose. I didn't learn how to tie a knot in the Army, and I swung from Blackhawks, air assault. I was school training, never learned how to tie a noose, a Swiss seat, but not a noose, though. I'm just saying. I'm going with the military person. I was a Cub Scout and a Boy Scout. I never learned how to tie a noose or a number 8 knot that looks like a noose. I don't understand why people won't understand that if that's a number 8 knot and it looks like a noose, then maybe we need to use a number 7 knot or a number 9 knot. Maybe in 2020, we ought to use the knots that don't look like a noose.
I agree. I agree, AJ. I mean, what every garage that I ever opened, I've never seen that. I've never seen it like that. So that's my first time seeing it, like a garage that I've opened, like, and seen something like that. I've seen all, like you said, a rope with the knot at the end and all the other ones, but not like that.
Yeah, let me read what somebody who's done some research, because this whole we need to research before we post these things. Trust me, I've seen some of the stuff that some of these people post, and believe me, I promise you, I'm not out there like some of them. Phelps said Thursday that the sanctioning body has checked all 29 tracks where it has national series events and 1,684 garage stalls. Only 11 had knots and a pull-down rope, and only one, the one at Talladega, had a knot shaped as a noose. He said he did not know if it was a functioning noose. So I don't know what else to tell people. I mean, again, if we just shut up and dribble, if we just shut up and play, if we just shut up and vote along the lines of everybody else's beliefs, like we can't have beliefs of our own, we can't have thoughts of our own. If we just do what everybody thinks we should do, then there won't be a problem. Everything will be well. Nobody will feel any white guilt. Nobody will feel any white privilege. Nobody will feel like they've got anything to apologize when they themselves have never owned slaves. They don't know anybody that owns slaves, and they think that racism is a thing that's just made up by black people because we don't want to work hard. We want to be given free phones. We want President Obama back as the president. As long as we just don't say nothing and just agree with everything and vote the way that they want to vote and clap our hands whenever they say how good President Trump has been to us poor little black people. We didn't have no schools and no jobs and no this and no that before he came along. And oh, thank God he is the new savior, because that Jesus thing wasn't working out too well as well. As long as we do that, then we won't have any problems whatsoever.
Wow. Well, that's definitely not true.
It's true. We can't even figure out the difference between a noose and a number 8 knot.
Well, that's definitely, I don't know nothing about a number 8 knot, AJ. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know nothing about the number 8 knot.
I wish I had a t-shirt company and I could run to the house and make a number 8 knot and hang it from my neck and dare anybody to say anything to me, because it's a number 8 knot. It ain't a noose.
Right. I know.
What's next? What's next? Are we going to start calling? No, John. I'm on a rant right now. I ain't open for discussion right now. What are we going to do next? Are we going to start calling swastikas a creative artistic design? Oh, it's not a swastika.
Okay, you're coming
it's
in and
a
out.
creative artistic design.
But the big thing was how the other race car drivers rallied around Bubba, and supported him, and you know, I think there was it was amazing. I mean, what they did. So the noose thing. I mean, yeah, it was the noose, but the way NASCAR and the other drivers supported Bubba Wallace. And
John,
that's
listen
beautiful.
to
That's what we need to talk about.
Slow down, John. Slow down. Think about what you just said. It was a noose, but the bigger story is the way everybody rallied around Bubba Wallace. No, John, that's not the bigger story. The bigger story is it was a noose. Somebody in 2020 literally thought it was okay to have a rope shaped in the fashion of a noose, even if it's to pull down a garage door. It's great that they rallied around him. That's wonderful. Guess what, John? That's how it should be. There shouldn't be a division of races and colors and stuff like that. That's not the big
rope was there in 2019 also, in October or something. It's been there a long time.
What does that mean?
It's been there. It's not something that happened recently that should, it should have been something that, hey, look, this has to change. No, not a big deal. And the other fact is, and I don't care what anybody says, go check the other car. If every garage has the same rope thing, then we got no discussion here as far as I'm concerned. If everyone else, he's the only one that has that, there's a problem.
All right, John. Okay, John, I got you. I because you're my friend. Because you're my friend, I'm not going to react the way I feel like reacting to. If that's the case, we don't have any more discussion here. Let me read you some factual information, okay? All right. So the person that's over this for NASCAR, his name is Phelps. He said Thursday that the sanctioning body has checked all 29 tracks where it has national series events and 1,684 garage stalls. Only 11 of them had knots in a pull-down rope, and only one, John, had a knot shaped as a noose. He said that he did not know if it was a functioning noose. Does that leave it open for discussion for a little while longer, John?
Now we're talking facts. There you go. It does. I like that.
John, let me let you go, bro. All right, we get ready to go. Y'all tell everybody where they can find you and follow you. I don't have the energy for it today. I've been black all my life, and I'm tired of inconveniencing white people to have them understand that I'm sick and tired of being, I'm sick and tired of racism. I'm just am. And I'm sorry it's an inconvenient discussion. So, John, do us a favor and tell everybody where they can find you and follow you.
Yeah, follow me on johnfostertennis.com, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Have a good day, everybody.
All right, John, you too. Dr. Akie, tell everybody where they can find you and follow you.
You can find me on Twitter at Dr. Akie Davis. That's AKIE. And Instagram, Page Turner 0823. And I don't follow some of those people on Instagram that you see me following. Sometimes my son's playing around on my Instagram account, so please don't get offended if somebody's in a bikini or something like that. That's not me following them.
Praying for you, Dr. Akie. Y'all be safe. All y'all be safe. All right.
All right. You do, AJ.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, y'all. Listen, let me get ready to go. Sybil Wilkes is up next. Sybil Wilkes is about to give us an update on COVID-19. Donnie McClurkin up next with the Donnie McClurkin Show. He give you the best in gospel music and the latest in the gospel music industry. Donnie does this thing every Monday through Friday from 2 to 3. Lord say the same. I'll be back for Freestyle Friday tomorrow. I'll have another virtual co-host joining me. As always, let's find a way to be united and not divided. I guess we'll just get a bunch of number 8 knots, and we'll just lock our arms together, and we'll be tough, and we'll be strong. Okay, y'all take care. Bye.
Thank you for not aborting me.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know today about the coronavirus. New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut will now require travelers from states with surging cases of COVID-19 to quarantine for 14 days. As of today, the advisory applies to Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Washington State, Utah, and Texas. Begins at midnight. In New York, those violating the quarantine could be subject to a judicial order, mandatory quarantine, and/or fines ranging from $2,000 up to $10,000. Due to increasing cases of COVID-19, some Disney employees are asking that reopening of the company's theme parks in Florida and California be delayed. The park plans to begin a phased reopening on July 11th. Major League Baseball is back Sort of. They've announced plans to begin the delayed baseball season on July 23rd or 24th, playing only 60 games instead of the usual 162. Please visit SippleWilkes.com to subscribe to my free daily newsletter. Be informed, be empowered.
Molly, let's go get him.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go. Some days I'm in moods like this, and it's not helpful for anybody. So I'm gonna go and quarantine myself in my house. I hope y'all have a blessed rest of your day. I hope that y'all are sensitive to people. I hope you wear your mask. I hope you wash your hands for 20 seconds or more. Use hand sanitizer if you can. Wipe stuff down around you so nobody else gets sick. And hey, let's try and be nice to people, and let's not offend anyone who doesn't want to talk about racism anymore, because we don't want to offend anybody. Okay. All right. Take care. God bless. See you later. Bye.